What is up, YouTube? It is about time that the Bearded Bobber checked out the Sportster S. First thing is, a lot smaller than I would have expected. The bar end mirrors are nice. Kickstand's nice, little small one. Cool. So we got that on. Gauge is dope. Doesn't sound bad. Now he started us in rain mode, but I'm gonna go with regular. There we go. And let these other riders go. Cool. That lets out far. That lets out super far. Could be just this bike. Now turn signals are on one side. Bike's smooth. That fat tire looks cool. We're gonna see how it handles. Some people say they don't like the way it handles, but some people say it just rides perfectly fine. So it's gonna be interesting. Good response. Once it does engage the clutch, suspension's not bad. Turn signals. We got a bigger bump here. Grip's a little thin, like from my personal taste, like this is thin. So we got temp. I'm not gonna be able to go through all of this stuff, guys, but you know, there's plenty of other ones to do. You got your traction control down here. It looks like you got your toggle button for other stuff. It's got the radio, all that fun stuff. You know, controlling your headset, Brembo brakes. If you guys have been looking at these bikes, I'm sure you already know that. Let's go. It's got a like wide turn. Woohoo! That was dope. The bike does feel like it's got a lift to it, like when you get on it. I don't have room to let her loose, and that's in regular. Like I said, they recommended rain, but I think I'm doing just fine on other bikes. So this is nice. Hold it, man. This is really nice. Really, really nice. You got your light switches here. Trying to see if there's like, okay, we got toggles. Not really doing anything. Pages. Oh, there we go. That's cool. All right. Vanguard. Oh, here you guys go. We have a page that's like a description. I don't see any arrows. It's got a home button. That's kind of cool. Fairview. I'm gonna go back this way. What the? Well, that was neutral. Well, this bike's got some giddy up and a half, I'd say. So we're gonna go over. Do you see arrows? I don't see arrows. I think it's that way though. So left, right, cancellation, horn button down here. You know, you got your cycles, heated grips. Heated grips. This is the like bigger model, so guys, first impressions, this bike's pretty dope. There you go, better fuel response there. Holy shit. Yeah, this pretty good. Pretty good. This bike has some balls. Everybody's been saying it. I should have understood that. Hey, Challenger. Another Challenger. Look at you guys. This is a fun bike. This is a very fun bike. I like the stance. It's got that bobber stance. Like I said, these are a little thin, but I'm nitpicking because everything else on this bike is bitching. Sport mode is fantastic. Gear indicator. Let's see if the gear indicator goes when I do this. So the gear indicator stays even when I'm holding the clutch, which is really nice. And also, I can leave everybody. I'm gonna get a fucking ticket on a demo bike. You got cruise control up here, your set, reset, lights. A lot of little like buttons here, hazards. I'm gonna go back over to regular. I like the gauge. I haven't gotten to play with this, guys. I wish I could. I really wanted to just get on the bike and like kind of feel the experience, especially with my bike. And okay, same thing as the Challenger's ride modes. Is on the Challenger, you have like a different throttle response, and that's definitely noticeable with this. When standard to sport, huge difference on the throttle response. But that's the biggest thing is that, and then that front tire does want to lift up on this bike. Now it's not a like super light bike. It doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't feel insanely light. But come on, guy. But same as the bobber, it comes alive later in the RPMs, but that it's got a more torque, so it gives you life at the lower part. And that's pretty dope. Harley, well done on this motor. It's an absolutely fantastic motorcycle. I love the mean stance of it. I don't know what you'd do to customize it and where you'd go from there, but I'm sure we're going to be seeing that in the near future with everybody. Same thing we did with the Scout Bobbers as parts go and people stylize and go from there. Really like this little fuel gauge. Like this whole setup, really. So there's your little, oh, you have to have Bluetooth to have navigation, so that kind of, I mean it makes sense. Rider, settings, home. Can you hold it? No? Alright. I don't have any toggles back here. Everything's kind of right at your thumb, so it's still very nice. General, ride customization, appearance, screen brightness, auto brightness. Huh. So lots of features that I'm not able to get into, but guys, this is a fantastic bike. If you're interested, I would check it out, because really good job. Really good job. I love the mean look tire. I know it's not for everybody, but I'm a fan of the mean tire. See, it goes all the way to 4 like that quick. It does not feel like it's at almost 4,000 RPMs, but that's what it's telling me. That doesn't feel like, right there, okay, about 4,500 is where the bobber comes alive, but it definitely has a different feel than the bobber, that's for sure. Just that low, like that area right there. I don't know how to explain that. But it's the almost a 4,000. It feels like less than the bobber does. That's definitely interesting on that one. But look, it says it goes up to 10, where the bobber goes to 88, so that would make sense as to why. The range, now I had this thing, I'd have to look back on the camera of how high I actually revved it out when I had it in sport mode, but I was up in that red line area, so that's definitely something I'm interested to look back and see. You can see it's got a good, kind of goes down on the shock, similar to how the Scouts do. There's a Harley demo. I'm just gonna pop up in line with them. Ooh, that's a Triumph Rocket 3. I'd like to see that one go against this one, with the weight difference and everything. But this thing moved, man. That's another motorcycle that moved. I know I'm gibbering, but this is just in first impressions, guys. Fantastic bike, easy to throw around. I'm flat-footed at 5'7". This heat shield is running on my leg when I stand on that side, but I don't feel any heat from it. I don't know how warm this bike is. Let's see. Maybe we can get temperature. 212 degrees. I'm not feeling anything from the motor or anything on my leg, so that's a really good sign. Mirrors are like I said, good, not bad. Need a little bit of changing them around for me, but I did that at the start, just not enough. So same thing as the Scouts and the Challenger, there is some motor noise that you know, you may not hear on an air-cooled motor as much because their heads only make the noise, where the liquid-cooled motors just make a lot more noise. But these bikes are putting out so much damn power, you're trying to contain them in these little, you know, cubic inch motors. Like, it's you're holding a beast down, you know what I mean? It's definitely different. So final thoughts real quick, guys, on the Sportster S. It is a monster. You ever think of Sportster as a girl bike or anything like that? Well, that's like calling the Scout Bobber a girl bike, and people have tried, but it's not. Harley, well done, fantastic getting into the liquid cooled motor. You guys are making some very smart decisions. But over here at the IMS show, thankfully I got on this bike, and I can only imagine the Pan America having the same motor as this. Ripping out through the desert would be fantastic. Picasso, I'm very jealous. That would get hard to get used to on the standard, where that throttle wants to let out. But I mean, when you're in sport mode, it's a whole nother thing. Whole nother thing. They got mad at me last time. I'm with a demo. All right. Oh! Fuck. Okay, there's a pothole. Like a little silver hole. Okay, that was what it was like to ride the bobber back in the day. Son of a bitch. Ow! My nuggets.
Enjoy the ride?
Yeah, she's a monster, man.
She's got some power.
Yeah, I own a Scout bobber, and it's like they're very similar, but you guys up that power quite a bit. I was like, so, hey, I'm.
In sport mode, it pulls.
Oh, I did. That's why I have that and a Challenger, so I'm used to the modes and all that stuff, and the torque, like, so that's, but all the lightweight on this thing and that you can tell that if you do wheelies, you can do that shit on this, no problem. Yeah. Like, it just wants to come up anyway. She's a fun ride. They did fantastic with this thing, man.